The McDrysaddle contracts seem to be hefty.
McDrysaddle.
Holy jumping. I think, again, and I said this, I thought McDavid would be in the high range, and I'm glad I said it because I believe it, and he deserves it.
No one's asking the important question with this whole McDavid rumor.
Hold on. Did you just internet clickbait us? The one question that nobody's asking.
The one question that nobody's asking regarding McDavid's extension. What is this show going to talk about during the lockout?
How dare you? How dare you?
We're going to have a lockout.
Don't say
Everyone knows that, right?
So Negative Nancy over here wants to
We're
bring
going
the
to
show
have a
down.
lockout.
If Nancy does not want to pretend... I hate you a little bit.
Like, okay, so one thing I read, so McDavid's going to make what, 13.25?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And then the other thing I read was Draisaitl around 9.
Is that...
We're going to have another lockout. So what are we going to talk about during that show?
That's only like $1 million more than Chicago, Taves and Kane? That's not
I don't think that's that bad. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's hilarious is that people are like, "Hey, can a team win a cup with $22 million tied up with two guys?" Yeah,
Oh, you
they
never
fucking
heard
have.
Never heard of Crosby and Malkin and Fleury and Letang? What?
or
That's
fucking
four guys.
or Kane and Taves.
I don't think. Did they win? Oh, yeah. I think
No,
we had
I
this
think they
discussion
won
already.
and then their extensions kicked in. But it's the
Who
same
cares?
damn team.
That's worth noting that they didn't win the cup after they
You're
signed those
worth noting.
extensions.
Your face is worth
I
noting.
think so.
No, but
Internet disagrees.
that's the new model on how to win a cup. You
Yeah, man.
load up with your 5 core, and then you just swap your random Connor Shearies around them.
And people are saying, can you build a team around the Oilers if X amount of percent? Listen, Connor McDavid was on the ice and involved in 40% of the Oilers' goals. He's worth $14 million, which is max. He's worth it.
I'm not criticizing the McDavid contract.
So it's the Draisaitl one that you're like, yeah, I'm not sure.
It's the combination of the two. And the thing that I'm just most worried about is all the people who are 75% of McDavid, who are now going to get $8 or $9 million.
I thought Andrew Berkshire tweeted something really great.
Matthews is getting 10, by the way.
Yes,
Sorry, what
for sure. He's tweeted that there's a broken salary structure in the league because middle of the road guys
He texted me this
Yeah.
too,
are getting
and I have a retort.
way too much money.
It's the $4 to $6 million guys who are fucking it up for
And
everybody.
guess what?
Yeah.
Milan Lucic and Chris Russell are gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
So what is McDavid going to do? Create more of those guys or less? It's not the second one.
I actually think he's gonna create less.
Yeah.
Because
You're
people are
all out of your mind.
Pittsburgh, Chicago,
Yeah.
Edmonton's gonna win too.
Yeah.
Toronto's gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
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 And then all those teams expected to be contenders in the next few years.
Okay. Austin Matthews makes $10 million now. Hi. I represent Connor Brown.
Yeah, and then you don't give it to
$5
him, or you
million.
load up on the randoms
Yeah, okay,
around
okay.
him.
RFA Connor Brown will trade your rights.
Here's the problem. That is the correct way to think. Some schmuck in the league is going to pay Connor Brown $5 million. And then the next guy, who is 80% of Connor Brown, who...
But those
gonna get-
teams who
Yes.
load up on the $3 to $6 million guys
Aren't gonna
don't win.
They're not gonna win.
It's the Torontos who win.
ripple effect is... This is what I'm talking about in terms of the lockout. The ripple effect is that. It's that players who should be getting $3 million are all of a sudden getting $5 million.
And they're going to
I
be on
agree.
bad teams.
McDavid should be getting 3.25, or sorry, 13.25, and bums should be getting $2 or $3 million. It's just not the way of the world. It's not how it works. So, yes, granted, teams who manage their cap poorly are going to lose. It's been that way since 05-06 when the cap got instituted. But it's going to cause another lockout. I just look at this deal and I go, oh, shit. Well, it was fun while it lasted. What are we all going to do for that year?
But why would that cause? Tell me why that causes a lockout.
Everyone's salaries come up. Everyone.
The market will not allow for that to happen. The cap will not
there's a
allow for that
limit.
to happen.
We said that before. There's no way Milan Lucci's going to make $7 million. Guess what? I want to win now. Here it is. I know you're 35 and up. I don't give a shit. I want to win now. Here's $6 million, Johnny. Who is going to be the team, San Jose, who decides to give Thornton and Marleau 3-year contracts this summer?
I wouldn't
Despite
put
their
it.
age.
I wouldn't put it past the Panthers. Do they have cap room?
Probably.
I think they do.
So there you go.
Wouldn't put it past them.
There's the Panthers.
Wouldn't put it past Carolina either, who don't want to trade their young defensemen, although they have young defensemen to give.
Yep. So is it the right move for Edmonton? Okay. I think it is smart for them, of all the players on their team, to lock up those two. Now, that's the Pittsburgh model. Lock up your big two centers and then have cheap wingers around them. Now here's the question. Do we think Peter Chiarelli is smart enough to pull off what Pittsburgh did?
I think Peter Chiarelli must be looking at what they're doing and going, that's what I have to do. He doesn't have a choice. Like, okay, McDavid made... Who were McDavid's line mates in his first 40 games in the NHL? Do you remember this?
I think it was Yakupov and Benoit Pouliot.
Right. And is credited with reviving their careers at the time. If I'm not...
Pouliot just got bought out.
They're on fire.
But
bingo.
After leaving McDavid, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who you put him with. He made Pouliot and Yakupov look good.
Right. But now who is going to pay Benoit Pouliot?
The Oilers.
And the Oilers.
What?
And then some other team is going to go out and they're going to...
I read a tweet
and be paid by 3 different teams.
I read a tweet from somebody today. I guess there was some sort of analyst who suggested that the Oilers signed Pouliot based on his advanced numbers, not on watching him actually play.
Yeah. Craig McTavish and his band of nerds. Shut up.
I think it's smart for the Oilers to do this. I think it was not smart for them to sign Lucic and Russell to the money that they signed them to, but very smart to sign McDavid and Draisaitl, and I would do the same thing. I'd do the same thing. I'll give Matthews whatever he wants.
I'm not questioning whether or not it's even a great move. Draisaitl, I maybe have some questions. Berkshire had a good one. He had like 3 5-on-5 goals away from McDavid or something all year.
Who's this?
In over 500 minutes.
Draisaitl?
Did they not lead the league as a pair in goals and points?
Probably. And I mean, it was 1 year, but I mean...
Yeah, I just wonder... I wonder about Draisaitl.
Again, I'm cheap. You gotta pay to get stuff. That's how...
What was the line? At some point, you gotta pay
something to get something, I think.
It's great.
You want Draisaitl? $9 million. Well, I don't want to pay $90 million. Well, that's really unfortunate because that's the price. You want to go out and get another Leon Draisaitl? Oh, that's weird because there's only one. So tell you what, $9 million or go fuck yourself. Like that's how capitalism works. Pay or go fuck yourself.
Yep.
That is it.
I also think I like the fact that a superstar in this league is getting paid closer to what they deserve. There's no cap, and I think people were right about this. He'd be a $20 million player.
Right, but now, so I'm Connor McDavid. I scored 100 points. What did Bozak get? 55?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I want 55% of what Connor McDavid
That's not how that works.
No, you can't. Well, then don't sign him.
It is.
Then don't be dumb.
Someone will. I agree. Adam, what a wonderful world this would be if all you had to say was, and the Lord said, don't be dumb. There is a lineup of dumb people waiting to be dumb.
Steve. Now, I know that the Leafs have questionable deals. Matt and Martin, chief among them. However, the war's over, man. Nonis is not in charge anymore. Lizelle and Poulin are long gone. The days of not understanding the cap and calling the wrong defenseman Jeff Finger and signing him to a ridiculous deal. Gone. Over.
I think what we'll do is I'll be much more better at talking junior. We'll be our draft show in 2020 is going to be really good.
The AHL still plays.
Oh yeah, tons of Marley's content.
What year? That wouldn't be next season. The year after, right?
No,
after.
I want to say 2020.
Is it lockout?
Yeah, 1920, I think.
1920 or 2020.
I think it's
Or
1920.
it might be 2021.
Oh, really? I don't know.
I don't know. We should probably...
There's an opt-out. They're opting out.
You know what? We should probably find out an answer to that because it's going to happen. So what are we going to do? All those things I just mentioned? I'm not doing KHL highlights again.
No.
I'm not doing it.
I don't know what we'll do.
I don't know. It's just I found it weird that McDavid was going to get 13.25 and everyone's like, great, that's what he should be getting. Believe me, I agree with you, but trust me when I say that's not a good thing at all. If you're a hockey fan, like this is terrible news. This is terrible news.
I still don't understand the connection, man.
What's the next highest contract in the league? 10.5? Holy shit. Like the most expensive contract in the league just went up almost $3 million.
I don't know what are they paying Kopitar?
10, 9.
It's got to be like 10 something.
And Taves and Kane are both making 10.5. It's great if you're a fan of the Edmonton Oilers because now you got Connor McDavid locked up.
Forever.
Yeah, otherwise it's terrible news for fans of the National Hockey League. That's just the way it is. Hey, God bless Connor McDavid. Go get your money. Continue to be the best player in the league. But it's terrible news. Debbie Downer? Wah, wah, wah. I don't care. I mean, that is the way it is.